When you're starting a fragrance brand, nobody really warns you how fragmented the industry can be. But this week I'm really excited because I'm working on a few things that'll help me get some time back to focus more on perfumery and creating more content while also growing my brand. Hey there, if you're new here, my name is Teddy and I'm a perfumer, and in this weekly series I'll be sharing a behind the scenes look into what I'm working on in my perfumery projects and in growing my own fragrance brand, and I'll be bringing you all along for the ride. Now the challenge I'm working through right now is that unless you're a brand with a lot of money or financial backing, there's not really a one-stop shop you can go to make more of your fragrances efficiently to grow. So if you have big investor backing, you can hire a fragrance house like Givaudan to make your fragrance and the concentrate, and then you'll be plugged into a whole ecosystem that'll bottle your fragrances and all that. But when you're trying to be independent, you have to find your own high-quality vendors and services and then connect them all together yourself in some form of a supply chain. And the thing I've been stuck on for a while is finding a service to blend my fragrance concentrate. Because remember, my job as the perfumer is basically done once I've made the formula, because after that it doesn't really matter who blends the fragrance. And let me tell you, once you start blending many kilos of fragrance concentrate, you start needing some specialized weighing equipment and things like that, and you really want to find a service. But after months of hunting around, it turns out that Perfumer's Apprentice can actually do this for me, and I'm really excited about that because they are a fantastic supplier. And this week I'm working with them to document which ingredients from what sources they need to use, because that can be a little finicky, especially for naturals, because they can vary quite a bit depending on where they're sourced. Now what's got me really relieved and excited is that my latest batch of Banane Chocolat arrived safely to Sarah Horowitz Parfums in LA, who is my bottler. Now her team is going to take the fragrance concentrate that I blended and mix it with Perfumer's alcohol, then chill filter it, and then bottle and package it. And it looks like the production will be scheduled for early January, so maybe I'll be able to take a trip down there and do some filming. Now that's probably a little too late because my Banane Chocolat stock is running really low right now, but it'll be fine. But I'm a little stressed out because there is a shortage of one of the main ingredients in Banane Chocolat. The ingredient is one of the fancy patchoulis I use in it, and I think they're basically out of the current harvest of it, and I have to wait until I think February of next year for more to be available. So now I get to run around and figure out if I can pre-order a bunch so I can have it on hand to make more batches in the new year. Which brings me to the thing that's been weighing on me a bit, which is when should I launch my next set of fragrances? On one hand, I really want to focus on the 3 that I have right now and grow people's awareness of them, but on the other hand, when you only have 3 fragrances out, all it takes is one ingredient shortage or like a new ingredient restriction, and then all of a sudden you're down to 2. But I've got 3 that I think might make a nice kind of set if released together, and I planned on maybe doing 1 or 2 at a time, but it might make sense to do all 3 of them just so I can have a bigger catalog, and that way I have some wiggle room in case anything sells out or there's any shortages. And there's one in particular that I'm pretty excited for because it's kind of fun and it's a tropical leather.